you know how to read the map, let's walk through an example. At a high level, we divide accounts payable into two major stations: invoice receipt and payment. To demonstrate how tailored workflow transforms operations, we'll focus on the first half of the journey: invoice receipt. Invoice receipt is divided into two substations: expense approval and expense record. Expense approval begins with a supplier emailing invoice to a staff member via Outlook platform. Staff then seek approval from Team A or Team B manager accordingly. This immediately exposes our first inefficiency: the inbox black hole. When workflow heavily relies on email, requests and approvals are easily lost in crowded inboxes. This leads to follow-ups, reminders, and delays, especially when invoices are sent to the wrong manager. After either manager approves, staff forward everything to finance team and move through portal A to the next station: expense record. At the expense record station, finance team goes to Outlook platform to retrieve invoice information. But wait, what if the data isn't sufficient? Finance team has to bounce it right back to the staff member, who has to resubmit editing details. This is our second inefficiency: the editing loop. Each back and forth exchange accumulates delays, risks miscommunication, and creates rework for everyone involved. Finally, once the data is sufficient, finance manually keys in invoice details into Xero platform, including supplier name, ABN, amount, GST, issue date, due date, codes to appropriate cost center, then saves and approves invoice before moving through portal B for payment. This reveals our third bottleneck: manual data entry. It's repetitive, time-consuming, and highly prone to human error. Now, let's look at the recommended workflow to see how we fix all of this by designing a targeted tech stack. The new invoice receipt station rearranges order of the substations. Starts with expense record, then expense approval. At expense record, instead of an invoice getting lost in an Outlook inbox, the supplier sends it directly to the organization address on a platform called Dext. Dext automatically imports the document and records all those tedious details for you: the supplier name, ABN, amount, GST, and dates. It even applies the preset job code. As you can see, two inefficiencies, the inbox black hole and the manual data entry, were eliminated. Finance simply reviews and submits the invoice for approval, which sends us through portal A to the next station: expense approval. At the expense approval station, through portal A, Dext pushes the invoice to Approval Max platform. Approval Max automatically directs the invoice to the assigned approver. Once either Team A or Team B manager approves, the invoice is automatically published to Xero platform, landing in the awaiting payment queue. Just like that, the back and forth correction loop is gone. And there you have it, the optimized workflow for your business, prepared for implementation. Ready to transform your way of working? Remember, optimization before automation. Contact us for your tailored workflow today. Tailored Accounts 2026. All rights reserved. This workflow and related materials are proprietary to Tailored Accounts and are provided solely for the recipient's internal use. They must not be copied, adapted, reproduced, distributed, published, shared with third parties, or reused for any other purpose without Tailored Accounts' prior written permission.